fired from my fucking job. I was just fired from my 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 job. Now I have nothing but this. I have nothing but this website. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. I have nothing anymore. Ah! 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 Ah!
So you think this story is wild? Trust me, we're just getting started. People thought celebrating Charlie Kirk's death online was going to get them likes and laughs, but instead, it's getting them fired left and right. And if you think that's insane, buckle up, because every clip we're about to show you gets crazier than the last.
To the person that sent that video to corporate and got me fired, thank you. And I know that everybody is going to see this video too, and that's okay. I'm not going to say anything wrong. Did I realize that what I was saying in that video was going to lead to this? No, I would have never fucking done that. But it seems like with my life, no matter how hard I fucking try, I end up fucking shut up. But I know that everything happens for a fucking reason. And I may not know right now what that reason is, but eventually God will reveal that to me. I love helping addicts. I love helping people. This job stressed me the fuck out some days, but I didn't care because it was worth it, because I was helping people. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. My daughter is about to go to college, and I don't know now how I'm going to pay for that, but I know that I'll figure it out. And if you want to send this video to corporate too, that's fine. But to anybody that creates content, if you work at a treatment facility, if you work in healthcare, watch what you say very carefully, because it doesn't matter if you don't speak somebody's name. Just describing a situation is enough to get you fired. I did not know that, but now I sure do now. I don't know what I'm meant to do in this life. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I am trying to follow the path that I thought God had for me and wanted for me, but I just keep getting thrown different ways. Maybe I make stupid decisions, yes, but my intentions are always fucking good.
Here's the harsh reality. We live in an age where words have consequences. When Charlie Kirk passed, a mob of people thought it was funny, clapping, laughing, posting memes like it was a game. They thought the internet would protect them, but reality doesn't work that way. A Microsoft diversity officer, gone. A 911 dispatcher, gone. Teachers, journalists, even comic book creators like Gretchen Felker-Martin, terminated. And the irony? These are the same voices lecturing everyone else about hate speech. Turns out their own hate speech didn't just get exposed, it signed their resignation for them. Do you think this is accountability finally catching up, or is it just the beginning of something bigger?
So, we came in for an order earlier to print a poster for a vigil tonight.
Yeah, so
for somebody that passed. It's not
it's propaganda. I'm sorry. We don't put that here.
Alrighty. So, what's your name?
Farrell, I'm print supervisor.
I'm one of the managers.
Yes.
So, unfortunately,
So they say they don't print
we don't
political
print
propaganda.
No.
So this is somebody that passed away a couple years
That's
ago.
political propaganda, unfortunately. I'm
So
sorry.
this is for a prayer tonight, for a prayer vigil?
It's still propaganda, unfortunately.
What makes it propaganda?
Because he's a political figure, and I don't have to.
Press.
Yeah.
Our general manager is going to be in on Monday. If you
No,
want to
it's
speak
totally
further
okay.
on
No,
the
we have-
subject,
we have
If you would
lots-
like
we
to.
have
welcome
lawyers.
to.
Video about Charlie Kirk ended up on Turning Point UK's Twitter account, so I need to address this because it's all getting a little out of hand. Let me firstly state that I am no longer at the Petticoat Emporium. My stall has been removed. In the neck at his own debate rally. I try to avoid American politics if possible, but I've opened X to a bunch of little bitches crying and whinging about how political violence is never the answer. These people are gunning for politics that is inherently violent to its people. These people are gunning for politics that are inherently violent to a population. To marginalise people, to people who need access to healthcare. This is the same across the West. This isn't just the US. This is England too. I'm sick of this idea that you can't meet violence with violence. If somebody was smacking you in the face in the corner of a room over and over, you're going to hit them back. You have to. You're not getting out of that unless you do. These people do not care if you live or die. They don't. As long as you can work for them and make them money, and once you're useless, they don't care. They want you to die. Why is anyone condemning that? Fucking kill them all.
So let's get this straight. Someone literally tries to justify violence at a debate rally by saying you can't meet violence without violence? That is insane. The second you start cheering for blood in politics, you lose the moral high ground completely. These are the same voices that preach peace, tolerance, and compassion every single day. But the moment it's someone they disagree with, suddenly violence is fair game. And here's the kicker. When you normalize that mindset, it doesn't stop with your enemies. It spreads, it consumes, and it turns everyone into a target. Do you think the left even realizes they're exposing their own hypocrisy? Or are they too blinded by rage to see it? Drop your take in the comments. I really want to hear what side you're on.
Because I think there are...
Greg, come here. What? Greg, hold on for a second. Charlie Kirk was just shot on a college campus in Utah. Did you see what I just saw? Is it bad? Okay. Charlie Kirk was just shot at his campus in Utah. Why are you laughing? He is my friend. Your first reaction is to Charlie Kirk is a d, and you're smiling, and you laugh that my friend just got shot? You had the audacity to laugh? If you think shooting Charlie Kirk is justified because you disagree with his political opinions, you need to study your heart. Abortion culture has led to a desensitizing of our nation, where we think we can shoot political enemies and we think it's justified. Do you guys think it's justified or a good thing that Trump got shot? Did you guys laugh? Charlie was shot in the neck, by the way, and you're laughing and clapping for it. What you all did, you're laughing. So today when we were setting up, someone said, "F those babies, kill them all." That's what, and you laughed again.
Well, I was just fired from my job. So, yeah, follow me. I don't know. Like this video, give me a follow, and stay tuned for more content because it is coming. It is coming.
I made some stupid comments about Charlie Kirk on the day that he was shot. I said some things on Blue Sky and on Threads that I'm sorry, not sorry for, but I said them and I deleted them when it was requested that I do so by my employer. And then today on a weekend, I'm told that I am no longer employed at Microsoft. After 6 years, building the diversity, equity, and inclusion department from scratch, I lose my job because one of you, some random person, reports my posts to my employer, goes out of their way to find out where I work, and takes my job, takes my security away from me for a thought, for an opinion. And you talk about freedom of speech like you care about it, and you're just going to take my money, my life, my food off my plate because I don't like Charlie Kirk? That's not okay. It is not okay to target me because I felt joy that day. I can't help how I feel. I felt joy. That's me. That's what I believe. That's what I think of him. I can't help that. So I don't deserve a job.
So she posts celebrating Charlie Kirk's shooting, deletes the posts when the boss asks, then cries when one person reports her and she loses her job at Microsoft? Come on. You can't clap for somebody suffering one day and then pretend you're the victim the next. That's exactly the double standard we've been railing about. Weaponize cancel culture when it helps you, but scream free speech when it comes for you. Accountability is fair, sure, but hypocrisy is still hypocrisy. Do you think this employee is the only one at fault? Or is it everyone who feeds into this report and destroy culture? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you've seen something similar, share it. How many people don't understand that this isn't proper justice?
Hi, I'm Rachel, and my name is currently first on a website claiming to expose Charlie Kirk's murderers. You might be wondering how I got here. I'm kind of wondering that too. I already told this story to Wired, but let me tell it to you now in my own words. Because for the last 2 days, I've been getting messages like this non-stop, claiming to know where I live and saying they're coming for me. Now, what did I say to deserve all of this? Let's go to the website and read the screenshots that they included of me celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder. I said I was terrified to think of how far-right fans of Kirk, aching for more violence, could very well turn this into an even more radicalizing moment. Will they now believe their fears have been proven right and feel they have a right to retaliate regardless of who actually was behind the initial shooting? That analysis came from the fact that I am an experienced journalist who has extensively covered right-wing extremism. That's also why, by the way, a lot of people hate me and want to shut me up. And I was immediately proven right. Many far-right personalities are using this as an excuse to agitate and retaliate against their political enemies. That includes former conservative leader Andrew Scheer, because this is where it all started for me. The hate massively escalated when former conservative leader and sitting currently conservative MP Andrew Scheer took my words and called me twisted and said I have so much hate in me. Pierre Poilievre's wife also boosted this post. Then things got even worse when I got a DM from a friend of mine telling me about this website. She sent me the link, and at first I thought she must have sent me the link to the direct post about me on this website. But then I double checked the link and I realized this was the homepage. My name was first. And then things exploded. The flood of threats turned into a tsunami. And as it escalated, I shared that I was scared. Then several massive American right-wing accounts with hundreds of thousands of followers took a screenshot of that and shared it saying I deserved it, without showing what I actually said. And suddenly I was like the face of people celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder, even though that literally never happened. And it's made the last 48 hours of my life a living hell. Every single person who's ever disliked me is using this as a chance to get their pound of flesh. But this is the part I really want you to hear. It's not just me. There are tons of people listed on this site who aren't public figures, who have never dealt with this before, and I am terrified for them. Some of the posts on this website are private messages. People are snitching on folks in their lives. And if they've received what I've received in the last 48 hours, which I'm sure they have, I'm so worried about them. People are out for blood right now. And there are people out there who are using this moment irresponsibly to serve up their perceived political enemies as a sacrifice. And for what? They're just proving me right. And I just really hope no one makes good on these threats, because I now have to live as if they might.
This isn't about left versus right, it's about basic decency. The second you start cheering for political violence, you've crossed a line you can't walk back from. And the arrogance is unbelievable. Posting memes and jokes like the world would never notice. Well, the internet noticed. Employers noticed. And now the same people who thought they were untouchable are learning how quickly that fake sense of power disappears.
Episode 2 of Let's Make These People Famous for the vile comments they have made about Charlie Kirk's unaliving. I don't care what political party you are a part of, this is never okay. We have a lot of these, so buckle up. This is Melissa Cook, and she made this vile comment here saying he is a terrible human being. Terrible. I do not wish blank on anyone, but him not being here is a blessing. She works for this school district right here, CCSD Panthers. They have made this statement addressing it, but nothing has yet to be done about this woman. Pause to read. This one right here is Stasia Stumter. She allegedly works for the Knoxville Community School District, specifically at West Elementary. She is a special education teacher, and this is her profile. She made this comment here saying, I normally would say till I see you again, so since I never wish to see you again, to you, I say goodbye. Then made this comment here saying, bye-bye, a-hole. This is Zachary Stewart. He is the assistant director of admissions at Hampshire College. They have actually made a comment about what he has said, just saying that his comment does not reflect their values. He said, I'll say this once about Charlie Kirk. The man was a Not gonna say all of those words. I will never mourn the loss of a man like that, ever. The only people I feel bad for is his children, simply because they will have to reckon with the kind of person he was. He was a horrendous human being. To be honest, I can't say his name. I think it's Whiny Bullock. He made this comment today saying, America became greater today. There, I said it. He allegedly works for the Greenville County Schools. They have yet to make a statement about his comment. This is Gerald Burgett, I think. He is the lead writer for Suns the Phoenix Sports. And they have made a comment we'll look at, but he said, truly, I don't care if you think it's insensitive or poor timing or decline to respect an evil man who died. Too many of you are more concerned about being polite and appearing to be good people rather than showing some backbone and standing on principle to condemn hate. He also made these two comments here. Pause to read them. Phoenix Sports says, we have addressed this matter and with the individual and made the decision to part ways. There is a lot more where this came from, so stay tuned for part 2.
Thousands of people have gone online celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and many of them are now losing their jobs. Many of the people you've seen cheering on the passing of Charlie Kirk started with this man who just moments after Charlie Kirk was struck, right in front of him, was cheering on video that Charlie Kirk was hit. Then you have this woman who was a nurse going on TikTok celebrating the passing of Charlie Kirk, and now people have found out where she works and are talking to her employers. This man who wrote this entire statement here is actually in the military, and people have already alerted Pete Hegseth, who is essentially this man's boss, and will probably be trying to do something about it. You have another woman who is a 2nd and 3rd grade teacher's aide who was posting about that she wished she would have heard of another obituary talking about Donald Trump, but instead she would settle for Charlie Kirk. And this man, probably the most prominent person to be fired after their comments on Charlie Kirk, was Matthew Dowd, who was actually working at MSNBC and went on air saying some absolutely terrible things. But more and more of these videos are coming out, and more of these people are going to be losing their job.
Unbelievable. Nurses, teachers, even military personnel thought it was smart to cheer for Charlie Kirk's death online. These are the very people trusted to protect, teach, and care for others, yet they saw nothing wrong with mocking political violence. And now reality hits. Firings, suspensions, careers collapsing overnight. You'd think the ones who preached compassion would know better. Instead, they exposed their own hypocrisy for the world to see. At the end of the day, it's simple. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. For years, these people weaponized cancel culture against anyone they disagreed with. Now the sword has swung back, and suddenly they don't like the rules anymore. Actions have consequences, and the internet doesn't forget. But I want to hear from you. Do you think this is true accountability, or just the beginning of something much bigger? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your voice matters in this conversation.